Hello, Jenny Hunt here from the Gateway Group of companies in the United Arab Emirates. Today I'm going to introduce you to the UAE's payroll system, which is called the Wage Protection System, or WPS for short. Now, it's only applicable to mainland companies, so if your organisation is looking to set up in one of the free zones, then this isn't going to apply to you. But if you are looking to set up on the mainland, then absolutely you need to be aware of this WPS and you need to comply with it. So the wage protection system is probably a little bit different to what you might be used to in your home jurisdiction. So there are various different ways that employees can be paid overseas. That could be via cash, cheque, electronic transfer, and most likely before the amount reaches the employee, there could be deductions, things like income tax, perhaps a provision towards some healthcare or a contribution to a pension. Here in the UAE, it's a little bit different, and the amount that the employee receives is the same as the amount that is on their registered contract with the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation, which is the UAE's Labour Department. So every month when you go to process your employees' salaries, the organisation will need to create what is called a salary information file, a SIF file. And this can vary from bank to bank, but it generally will include basic information about your organisation, such as its bank account details and its registration number with the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation. And for each of your employees, it will include their unique number with the ministry and also their bank account details, so that the funds can be taken from your corporate account and processed through into your employees' accounts. Now, the amount that gets paid to the employees, as I said, is based upon what is registered on the Ministry of Human Resources contract. So when the salary information file gets processed, this is a check for the authorities to ensure that the employees are getting paid, they're getting paid the right amount, and they're getting paid on time. So it will get processed via Ministry of Human Resources prior to being deposited into your employees' accounts. Now, there is a 10-day grace period. If you're late in paying, there are no penalties, but once you've hit that 10-day grace period, there will be penalties, and that is in the form of a block. Now, what that means is you will be stopped from processing any visa transactions. So if you're looking at that point in time to be bringing in perhaps some more visas into your company, then make sure that you do pay your WPS requirement on time, because you will be blocked. And at the start of July this year, a new regulation was introduced whereby if you do get a block for your organisation, there is a penalty to pay of 1,000 dirhams per employee. So paying on time avoids unnecessary financial penalties and ensures that if you are bringing staff into the country, or perhaps you're hiring at that point even locally, that you don't have any unnecessary disruptions. So how can the Gateway Group of companies help you? Setting up the payroll initially here always seems to be a little bit of a trying matter for organisations. So when we work with setting up a company, we will ensure that they get registered with the various government departments to get their trade licence issued. And once the licence is issued, we'll register the company with the Immigration Department and with the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation. That's a really important step. That needs to be done before you can start to apply for visas for your expatriate staff. And then as soon as you have your staff on board and they have their visas, that's when the payroll needs to be processed correctly. So we can work with your organisation to make sure that it is set up. We understand the pieces of information that are going to be required, and it's very easy for us to obtain that and put it into the necessary files for you. So that will then mean that you can then process your WPS without incurring any unnecessary penalties. For more information, please visit our website, gatewaytouae.com.